So let's just finally solve how to deal with sensitivity and specificity and positive predictive value and negative predictive value instead of the A's and the B's and the C's and the whatever. So let's draw our chart here. So you have the positive, negative. Disease is always on top, no matter if you're doing sensitivity or specificity or quantifying risk. Disease is always on top. Okay, so let's put in some arbitrary numbers here. 500, 200, 500. So here's your test. So you have 500 people with the disease that test positive and 200 people with the disease that tested negative. And on the right column, you have 200 people without the disease that tested positive and 500 people that tested negative. Okay, so let's do a little bit of drawing here. Okay, so P on top and on bottom, S on the right, and P on the left. Okay, so the P on top and the N on the bottom, what we're talking about here is positive predictive value and negative predictive value. And what the triangles mean, these triangles down here, is that you just add up the numbers on the thicker side of the triangle and have the numerator is going to be everything on the right, on the thin side of the triangle, and the thick side of the triangle is going to be the thin and the thick. So let's do negative predictive value. 500 plus 200. Right, so the thicker end has both the thick end and the thin end. So 500, 200. And that works with everything else too. So positive predictive value is, so what's the numerator going to be? It's going to be 500. And then since the thick end's over here, so it's going to be 200 plus the 500. And S is for sensitivity. So you have the thick end down here and the thin end up here. The thick end's down here and the thin end's up here. So it's going to be the thin over thick. So 500 over 200 plus 500. And same thing for specificity over here. So you have thin end over here and thick end up here. So it's going to be 500 over 200 plus 500. And I know these all came out to the same number, but that's it. It's the easiest way to do it.